Last time in the reject story, it was time for 4 target forwards at Braga in Portugal. The wild tactic was built, the journey was a roller coaster, but we avoided the sack and finished a respectable 5th. Now, it's on to Marseille.
All this tippy-tappy stuff, everybody keeps going about the right way to play football. It's all a lot of
Right, so it's Marseille and it's 4-4-2. I'll be honest, I probably would have liked Ongonch for Marseille because I'm guessing they're going to have some flair players, but we move. As always, we'll do our recon to see how they did last season, and the good news in, they only finished 7th last year, so surely we can improve on that, especially with a normal tactic. There's always a but, and the but is they won the French Cup. Whenever you do a save in France, always the outlier is PSG, and they're going to be no different this time. So we're a few seasons in now, and Marseille have made some interesting transfers. We've got Ross Barkley there already. Donny van der Beek, maybe he's finally found his home. Clement Lenglet, the much maligned centre-back. Soloff, who's a cracking target man to be fair, and he'll fit right into our 4-4-2. The key area is always going to be wide, and they've got some quality in Sarr, Adley. Look at them valuations. So in theory, this should be the easiest tactic build, right? Welcome to Marseille. This is our 4-4-2, and I wanted to keep it as basic as I could, so you can see it's pretty simple. Wide midfielders, wingers, deep line playmaker with a central midfielder on support, target forward, because you should always have a target forward in a 4-4-2. Same kind of thing with the team instructions. I've used the 4-4-2 Wenger tactical style from one of my old tactics as a template, but I have tweaked it a bit. But we're going to focus play down both wings because we're really strong down the wide areas.
As in terms of entertainment.
First look at the team, you can see how strong it is with Adley down the left, but look at his backup in Merlin, a 50 million rated fullback. On the other side, you've got Sarr with that pace and Klaus as well. So it makes sense to focus play down the left and the right. This is the one I'm most confident about not getting sacked at for 2 reasons. 1, they finished 7th last year, and 2, the tactic we've got is it's workable. It's not too crazy.
You know, they could have used a bit more common sense.
So a big test early was the Trophée des Champions against PSG. Didn't go great, but they've got a forward line of Mbappe, Sané and Dembele. Ridiculous.
Why are you the way that you are?
Little looking match. You're going to be familiar with what a 4-4-2 does, but the key positions we've got is that defensive midfielder. 1 defensive midfielder just to help out the defenders. In this case, it's perfectly in Kondogbia. He's a good example of it. He's on a deep line playmaker defend duty. And if you look higher at the pitch, you can see the attacking intent from the wingers, Riquelme, the 2 strikers, and the other winger there. So we've got basically 4, and we've got the fullbacks backing up. So it's an attacking 4-4-2. I mean, get the ball moving. You can see Kondogbia is sitting deep with the centre backs, but everyone else is going forward. And this is what we want to see, link up between the 2 strikers. Kind of like Cole and York from the United era. Lovely. Those link-ups continued with the front 2. And the focus on wide play, old school 4-4-2 style was reaping rewards. Most goals are coming from those wide areas, through balls and crosses. And it led to an exceptional start to the season. Yeah, cracking start this. We are 2nd in the league, lost that 1 game. But other than that, we're flying. The problem is PSG. Played 11, won 11. What do you do? What do you do?
I prefer really not to speak.
I don't want to change anything at the minute. The only problem I've got is getting everyone in the team because the bench is absolutely loaded as well. It's a good job we had a good squad because we've had no transfer budget to work with, so we brought nobody in.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Into March now. After that good start, it was our old problem of too many matches with the Europa League, but we just about came through it. We're deep into the knockout stages of the Europa League now, and wing play and strikers are still doing the business. This is how we sit. Look, we got binned out of the French Cup in the 10th round, and the board weren't happy, but there was no talk of sackings, mostly thanks to our league performance and our Europa League. If you look at the league, we've lost 6 times, which isn't ideal, but it doesn't really matter. We're 9 clear of 3rd place, but above us, PSG are literally in a league of their own. So our main focus will be the Europa League. In the quarterfinals of the Europa League, tough game against Besiktas, but we came through it. Again, width and crosses to the big men in the box was key. Pretty much a perfect 4-4-2 performance that.
One more for the good guys.
We knew Soloff was going to be ideal for this. A 6'4" target forward in a 4-4-2, 22 goals. We finished second in the league behind PSG, who got 99 points after losing one match. Semi-finals of the Europa League, it was a bit of a bad defeat first leg against Brighton. Into the second leg, wide play helped us out again. That combination of right winger and Soloff, and we levelled the tie from the opposite flank with a left back crossing. That meant it went to penalties. It came down to the goalkeepers. Brighton's keeper Verbruggen. We're into the Europa League final.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So we've got that Europa League final coming up. Unfortunately, it's against Inter Milan. What are they doing in that trophy? But we'll see how that goes. We had made a change as well. You might have noticed we lost 9 times in the league, which is a bit too many because of this period here from the Monaco game down kind of hit the skids. So we changed one thing in the tactic. All season we've used this one, the 4-4-2. But the last change we made for those last clutch of games when chasing the goal against Brighton was this. Mentality up to attacking, central midfielder up to attacking, target forward back to support. Seems to have worked. One thing's for sure, we're not getting sacked this time, but we can really put a cherry on top by somehow winning this game against Inter. And you can see the power of the old school 4-4-2. We're on the verge of breaking the goals tally record in the Europa League.
Get in there! Get in there!
Into the final we go. That's the team. Not everyone's fully fit, but it's the best we can do. We're going to start out attacking and see how it goes. You can see Inter's team there, very strong. We started nervously, but shockingly, after 17 minutes, a mistake led to us taking the lead through Soloff. 2 minutes later though, a corner, Upamecano deserved the equaliser for Inter. And with their tails up, DiMarco down the line to Brahim Diaz, and it was 2-1.
No!
We pushed and pushed, and came close and closer. But ultimately, we couldn't get there. Despite throwing everything at Inter, we couldn't get the leveller. Damn, I'm not watching this celebration.
Looked at the manager and went, well, that's your fault, you know, whatever about tactics and systems.
So close to an unexpected success there. It's pretty tough getting Inter Milan in the final, but overall, with the 4-4-2, that is a decent success. There is the 4-4-2. I will stick it in Patreon. There's no rocket science to it. Some pretty basic team instructions. I wanted most of the play to come from the wingers, as you can see. But after the most comfortable of all the teams so far, our time at Marseille is done.
Time to go!